3 signs you've picked up a psychic hitchhiker, entity alert. We talk a lot about good vibes and positive energy, but in the metaphysical world, we have to be realistic. Not all energy is friendly. Just as you can catch a cold virus if your immune system is run down, you can pick up a spiritual attachment, or what I call a psychic hitchhiker, if your energetic boundaries are weak. These are low-vibration entities that latch onto your aura. They aren't necessarily evil, but they are parasites. They feed on your light, your emotions, and your vitality. It is a topic that frightens some, but knowledge is power. My mother, Kulkens, spent her life teaching people that you are the master of your own vessel. But first, you have to know when you have an unwanted guest. Here are the 3 most common signs that you might be carrying a passenger. 1. The alien anger, sudden personality shifts. This is the most alarming sign for many. You might be a typically patient, gentle person. Then, almost overnight, you find yourself flying into rages over spilt milk. You might say hurtful things to your partner or children, and immediately afterwards think, where did that come from? That didn't feel like me. That is the key, it doesn't feel like you. When an entity is attached, it often projects its own low-frequency emotions, anger, fear, jealousy, onto you, and you act them out. 2. The energy drain, unexplained fatigue. Do you sleep for 10 hours and wake up feeling like you've run a marathon? When you have a hitchhiker, you are effectively eating for 2, energetically speaking. The attachment requires fuel to stay attached to you, and that fuel is your life force, prana or kai. You might feel a heaviness on your shoulders or chest, a foggy brain, or a cold spot in your body that won't warm up. This is a classic sign of an energetic drain. 3. The sudden fix, cravings and addictions. This is a sign often overlooked. Entities often attach to humans to experience physical sensations that they cannot access in spirit form. If you suddenly develop an intense craving for sugar, alcohol, junk food, or cigarettes, especially if these aren't your usual vices, pay attention. Often, the entity feeds on the high or the rush that these substances provide. If you find yourself reaching for a drink and feeling like your hand is moving on autopilot, it's time to check your energy field. How do you get rid of it? First, do not be afraid. Fear is low vibration energy, and it only feeds the attachment. You are a sovereign being with a physical body, which gives you more power than any spirit hitchhiker. The salt cleanse. Start with the salt water bath ritual I have mentioned in previous articles. Salt is purifying and uncomfortable for attachments. The sovereignty statement. Stand firmly and say out loud, I command any energy that is not of my own soul to leave this vessel immediately. You are not welcome here. I cut all cords and return you to the light. When you need professional help sometimes, an attachment is stubborn. It may have been with you for a long time, or it may be feeding on a deep emotional wound that you haven't healed yet. In these cases, self-clearing might not be enough. This is where I come in. In a private reading, I can identify exactly what is attached to you and, more importantly, why it was able to attach. We can perform a clearing and then work on strengthening your aura so it doesn't happen again. If you suspect you have a passenger, please don't wait. Book a session with me at www.kulkens.com.au. Your body is your temple. Keep the doors locked. Love and light, Sarah Kulkens.